The number one thing that's gonna change your life, the only thing that will change your life, change your business, change your money, change your relationship, is you must raise your standard.
It's Coach Dash, and I am. Are you aware of your standards? Before we get into it, I would like to depict the difference between a standard and an expectation. A standard is where you set the bar. An expectation is your belief in whether or not you will reach that bar. You need to simultaneously raise the bar while expecting that you will reach it. They say that it's not healthy to have attachments to your expectations, but I don't believe all that. That's too willy-nilly for me. I believe that if you set the bar and you have expectations that you will meet it, that you will rise up to your standards. I'm a firm believer that what you believe is part and parcel to what you can achieve. It starts with belief. So you gotta check your belief systems. Because if your belief systems aren't in check, then how will you ever raise your standards? You also need to know that there's a big difference between a standard that will serve you and a standard that is working against you. Some of you need to make temporary concessions to your standards in order to elevate to the next level, while others need to raise their standards in order to achieve what they're striving for. This is what deep introspection serves. You need to be able to look at your standards that are serving you and your standards that are holding you back. For instance, maybe you lost your car and your standard is to maintain a vehicle, but now you can't get around if you don't temporarily lower your standard to be able to access new means of transportation in the meantime. This doesn't have to diminish your overall standards, but you do have to temporarily lower your standards to accommodate your current situations in order to reach the places that you're trying to get to. I find that this is holding a lot of people back. Their standards are not serving them. Their standards have them stagnant, standing still. In order to move forward, you have to make temporary concessions to achieve your overall standards. And the big difference is understanding the standards that you have set up for yourself that are paramount to your success, and the standards that your ego and your pride have set up for you that are hindering you from going to the places that you know that you can get to, the pinnacles that you know you can reach. Sometimes, in order to hit that ultimate goal, rise up to your ultimate standard, you need to circumvent them temporarily. This in no way should deter you from the standards that you have set up for yourself and for your overall big picture. For those of you who still haven't clued in, a standard is just what you're willing to do and what you're not willing to do. Sometimes you gotta be willing to do the things that just don't make sense to you in order to get onto the other side and to get to the things that you know were meant for you. Not every setback is an actual setback. Sometimes the step back is a set up for your next level. But when you know who you are and what you were meant to do, the places you were meant to go to, it's easy temporarily lower a standard to ultimately reach the bar that you have set as your end game. Now let's grow.